everyone. Welcome to the stream. It is time for more Valhalla. I feel like we're nearing the end. I'm gonna run the ads. And after the ads, we'll hop right in. Thank you for the headcuts. Also, what do you mean I'm not logged in? Frick. You cannot stop me. I have an account. What's happening, Souls? One of these had to be my password. Let me in! There we go. Apparently I was not logged in. Fair enough. We're streaming this dead. After we're done with Valhalla, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Depending how soon it is this stream, if I finish it this stream, the next stream will be something else. And after that, we're switching out of the summer schedule anyway. So, nothing will change on that part. But I'm not sure what will happen with this stream. We'll see how close to the end we are. One more minute and then we can begin. Yeah, nothing stream yet. Let's just all nap. We'll go into power saving mode. So how are you doing, Souls? And there's Val being ominous as ever. Anyway, we're almost done with the ad, so let me jump into the game side. Naps do sound nice. I too had a nap. It was raining, so it was like, what's 1 hour more? So the volume should be like there. Give me a second. Yeah. After seeing everything's operational. On day 18, we just had our rent. We have a room full of heads for another month. Yay! Valve's looking the bucket. We read about that. So, you can jump straight in. December 30th. Good evening. That's fair. I too enjoy seeing how I react to this story. Jill, are you honey Stein Spark? Hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love maybe? Huh? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, it was the, cashier, I believe. Or whoever the, yeah, whoever, Dana sent him to the bizarre girl. I really wanted to be Jamie, but it really feels like it was the bizarre girl. No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations. I haven't seen you this happy since, well, never. Today's escapades will bring us to a familiar place and... the streaming chan. Shit. Jill, I'm out. I'm gonna... Not so fast, Black Bartender. That's even your real name? God, she's loud. Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. You better get drunk again. Eh? Do I have something in my face? This guy's totally fucked. No doubt about it. The glint in his eyes is unmistakable. Julia just left. Whatever, just keep it down. Chill, you're here. Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here. Oh, sorry. I'll be back in my office then. Anyway. Here we go. Time to make strings and change lives. Betty and Gil. You're too happy and you're too mopey. What happened? I was right. That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Did they fuck? Say, that girl. I'm not here. Sorry. Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways. Betty was right and the dessert's here. And you? I'm fine. A Friday beer for a cheerful Betty. There you go. For the occasion. Alright. So the girl was actually infatuated with him? You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking, just like that. In retrospect, it's a tad too cliche for my taste. Urgh. It's something in my eye. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your co-worker, holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Joe. How? That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of the guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to deal though. Like I said, he seemed lost in that. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. On a blue light. Okay. Blue light and something non-alcoholic. On the rock. Next. So all 8 on the rocks and next. And then you need something non-alcoholic. How disgusting. Okay. Bleeding chain has none. Travis Spike is cheaper. Fluffy Drain is cheaper. Toffee Water is cheaper. Sparkle Star is cheaper. Sugar Mash is cheaper. Sunshine Cloud is cheaper. Okay. Bleeding Chain it is. Heretic. Here. Thanks. See? Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Joe? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. You can make a song out of that. Also, I only now noticed that oh, those are hair clips. I thought those were like tiny warts. I thought the same thing now. Said Mambo number 5. What should I say? I didn't share the bed sheets. Or suck a take. Cold feet. Shampoo waster. Chocolate addict. What petty reason? Too religious. Fan of the wrong rugby team. Tito Taylor. Which by the way, means a person who doesn't drink alcohol or consume any kinds of drugs. Cheers with the mouth open. I'm a chocolate addict. I already am out of her league. What do you think, Jill? That you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I'm in a piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this, Jill? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? Same thing. What about Sticky? I'll be damned. She actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask around sometime. Get to know her, maybe she'll change her mind, maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving a lot of advice to Lila. So I don't know how well it applies to you. As for Dorothy, Dorothy would know. And these things are humans. In all the organs nowadays, it is. I agree, Betty. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella is a good catch, if I do say so myself. No offense to you, but you look a bit uncanny to me. And like I said, humans in all the organs. You've surely encountered Lilum that you sometimes forget are not humans, like Dorothy. Well, we live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. It's odd going to the outer cities and not seeing them the same integration of Lilum though. Well, Glick City is pretty much a cradle of social experiments involving Lilum integration, so... Anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the uninspired advice if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. An interesting combo. And if I remember, these cannot be doubled. They're already. All on the rocks and next. There's the piano man. And there's the piano woman. Okay. Here we go. And now we reach a stalemate. I normally take a piano man, but I feel like there's symbolic value in taking the woman. Well, I already like that then. She's blushing. I hate Laura. Wait, did I actually get her drunk? You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You might be so spread, not her. You're mine. Mine. Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't, for the life of me, leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know. Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't believe me? I'd worry myself sick if I left you for your own devices, honestly. I should leave now. Oh yeah, we're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you wanna come? We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be here, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Jill. Bye, Bill. Please come again. Party? I'd love to go. But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. I totally forgot she was already here. And that was such a bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things can get fun here. And just like the last time, I just show my viewers something fun. Maybe something nasty. Well, I know exactly what to pick for that. Okay, let's see. I remember how this works. That's 3. Yeah. That's Roman. Blue light. That should be nasty, you know? All east. And the rocks. Next. And because it's a promo one, I remember that promo ones are disgusting. Here. And this is the... Hold on. It was nasty, alright? And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Oh. It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. Ah, here we go. No, thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I need it, no thank you. Well, too late, it's already a player. I can't... How the ever-living fuck did you do it? Magic! I like streaming, Chan. That's bullshit. Did you anything magic? Aspire to be streaming, Chan. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? I don't know what happened to the dogs. Last time he talked about this place like it was this zany haven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like? Good question, where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know. After I think about it, maybe the boss just donated money to sincerity. I then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh, well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I missed them. They should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there were any news stories. This is our newspaper, you know. Nor is it a crazy stories on demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie, and you know it. At the moment she appears, the signal goes dead. I wonder if anyone in the chat can see her. Shut up. But I said nothing. I meant... So, shut that idea. Yeah, that. And what? Last time I came here, the view sheets peaked for some reason, and I want to find out why. Maybe a pretty boy over there can tell us a story of who he fucked. He's so distracted he wouldn't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but I want to hear it. Well, here I'm Mickey King yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expect me to please you came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time? No. Well, if I may interject, Dana has proof. You been listening, boss? The rules are pretty dead. Oh, anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Yeah, she did. Let's see. Why? I try to make it a point with her and she's always busy. But you sit there and she comes just waltzing over? It's not fair. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? Not really. You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? A very graceful client, much like last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know you hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. The place is gonna shut down first. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Here we fucking go! Here. Phew, let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You don't hate it that much, nor you're doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you? Eh? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the pop spike. Maybe you were just that good. They enjoyed watching you sleep. Are you hitting on me? I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you the pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Wow! Joe hates me. Not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you're curious, right? How about the fuckboy's partner? What know who it was? It's a bizarre girl, we know. Do you know? Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe settles it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of face there. It's nothing really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey Joe, you ran out of voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. And the chat did not notice her. Noted. Oh, to say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Fast is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know? I can actually make it a premium time if I go commando. Not a bad idea. Huh. Now come on. I'm getting bored of my ass here to do something. I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know. Mind if I entertain you a bit then? Boss, you and Jill take a break. I'll entertain the missy here. Right? Not Jill. But I meant take Jill with you. I want him hunting to the middle of the road and right into a truck's grill. Hey, grill, Jill. Jill. Right, hi Jill. Come with me. Eh? Well, that was eventful. Huh. Want one? Huh? No thanks, I don't smoke. No one else smokes but you, Jill. Hi, I got a text from Elmo. Boss, Alma and Jill didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She's sending congratulations on your way though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. She admitted. So who was the lucky girl? So was it a guy? I never thought you swung that way. Was it Jamie? It wasn't a guy. There goes the Jamie. So it was a girl, and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative as so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you little is the only way to get to know. Only way I know to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you hugging Sunshine Stone so much though? Well, actually I don't care came yesterday again. I looked at her just cock her playlist, and I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god. You didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No. No, why would that be a problem though? I don't know, it just feels weird because she's a celebrity. I get it, Jill. Well, that's for the break. Let's go back. Right. When Jill? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I need it. Doubling little pieces often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. I wonder how much I still attract them. I know that Mario does. Imagine if it was Mario who fucked him. Hey, we got Go-Go Streaming Chan. Here we go. And that's that. Back. What are you doing back there? Dorothy! Dorothy! Hi! Lucky! Oh, so just chatting then. You know me too well. Yes, and Dorothy is adorable. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? No. She'll fuck someone else though. John is a case of a man who fucked to death recently. You two? You're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today? No, have a gut punch. Counting right, eh? What? That nothing? Oh, it was a gut punch. It's a wild ending? I mean, it's a decent drink. And guy with optional camera time. All 8 and back. Here you go. Here. Stop looking at me like that. Read, I can add all the camera time I want. Yes. If I can add all the camera time I want, it's a decent drink. If it has very little other ingredients, it's a great drink. If it has little camera-tron, it's a okay drink. And if it says not, it's heresy. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for jail or something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know little tongues are designed to identify food using chemical components? So that's how you do it. Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavor we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal splits, and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235 times. So slightly higher than ours. That makes me hate those flavors, but I feel them harder. Makes sense. Well, that exposition. I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time I got curious and started checking how many of my system worked in detail. Now that's an interesting idea to do. Imagine if you could do that. Like, hey, I wonder what my blood sugar level is. Like, accurately. Or what have I eaten? How much calories have I eaten today? Imagine if you could get those information on call, or your brain just warns you like, hey, we have an emergency. You don't have enough vitamin D. Go get some D. But instead our brain is so stupid that it knows exactly where we're hurting but refuses to tell us where it is. This is another proof that we're technically not the brain. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you can make a seismograph with them. Oh. Well, I like the pun, but no. Hitler is the consciousness of the brain. Consciousness is not the brain. It's weird. But you could say that Taylor is nothing but the brain. Also, I get what you mean, Dorothy. My fingers are sensitive too. We are. We're all having fun here. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Yes. The only difference between, as Betty said, they're all with organs the same as humans. We're just the fleshy types. Why should I be? I don't know, looking up all the types that make me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm here right now. Glad to hear that. Alright, then let's try something sweet now. Yes, yes, yes. I want me some sugar. All mixed. There you go. Nice. Be honest, a bit surreal for me. What? And here talking to the end, you're answering like any human would. You get expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to start a conversation with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. But I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you here right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I particularly feel cynical. Aw, you flatter me. Besides, I always thought about humans like nature's Lilo. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from simple forms ages ago. True. We were just very efficient and slow about it. If Lemon managed to create biological life years from now, it will all have come full circle. So what should I take from this is... You lovely? Correct, madam. Did I see... I see heart flickers! Look! There's a little flicker of heart in her eyes. Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with sugar rush. I just gave you a sugar rush, but yes. Here. Even in doubt, I love for these is real. Was it sugar rush that you so loved? How romantic. Man, that Jojo is a blast. Did you feel like talking a bit more with Didi? Didi is too much of a prick, and Jojo is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried. Sure, I'll be in my office. Cute little girl, Tan girl. Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm the middle of a live stream. You wanna participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take our recommendations from you. What should I drink next? Try the sugar rush. Bartender, a sugar rush over here. Bartender. Sorry, what? Sugar rush, please. Right. Yes. I will not forget that you like sugar rush. I mean, it is my favorite drink. Maybe that's why I forgot it. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So, what are you doing in my turf? Streaming chat? Yes? No need. That's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name then? Behind streaming chat's awesome masterminds the humble Nicole Shen. Wow. You got her actual name? Nicole Shen. 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 Come on, pronounce it correct. Nicole Shen. Humble. Why not call yourself streaming chat? Dorothy. Dorothy. So smart. It's funny that you mention it. You see that when I started, I called my Nika Nika-chan. I changed websites so the names don't get out of place. Thus it became Streaming Chan. It wouldn't make me be Streaming Chan though, so I just went along with it. It's chat favorite thing. Okay, I get it. I've seen that happen. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point I was gonna mod self Dolores Hicks. I get it. But then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because at the last time I came, I ended up with a greater viewer numbers than usual. And so, I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See? You just need to say the right thing at the right time as she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get. You know it's true. Hey, Sting Girl. Catch me? I regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. Was gonna send the draft to his lawyer, as it had a couple of petitions, but let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. a certain comic. So, I came across your sea game. So sorry about that. That's what happened? Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep. He cut it into a pair of panties and wrapped it vigorously on his penis. What? I'm sorry. What? That went way further than I thought. I thought it was just an accident. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld given in the adult VA industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over sticker punishment enough. Oh my god. Imagine all those paper cuts. I can't really get a paper cut on my fingers. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if you checked off the right image of me, but the contract? That's spy question 2 streamings and it makes no sense. That's some money that you're showing right there. I would have gone back on the deal, but not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people seriously. Ha. Take paper cuts. I've counted up crazy teacher fantasies to know how they can be a problem. Eh? I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Jill's been promising for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Tilly feels the pain. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. What if we don't celebrate with beers? My treat. Alright. 2 big beers, honey. Now I need 2 big beers. Oh, so this is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them. Here. Cheers! Cheers! Alright, not feel my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Ah, here goes streaming, Jen. Take it, lewd. Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. And one for the guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. Okay. He didn't mind being in a premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. I'm just gonna stream over the water. I wanted some underwater action too. Oh, those bubbles would have caused issues. What did you do with the bubbles I know? Exactly. Those are the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. Oh. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. You're right. Did you try killing a can a bit and putting it in a bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good for the cam and started recording. I joined some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep. Luckily, I was in the bodybuilder, so we used some old dumbbells. It was also ripped as fuck. That's another story. It was all a success, but it's also the last time I had sex on a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, I felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it. or I would have surely died. You would have been cooked. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex on a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his stick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, this cooling system requires too much maintenance. Wait! I think I should leave, but care to join in the escapades for the rest of the night? Can I block my service until the end of the night? Sure. Then it can't be it. I've got the perfect stories. Let us be on our way then. Goodbye, bartender. Bye, honey. Ah, I love this too. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this mega Santa. Wait, seriously? I've heard of this story. They left. A pair made in hell. At least they look like they're having fun. That method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. Agreed. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're 40. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? We were in the same place? You too. What's this? A bonus? Today I'm gonna taste of the kind of clients you deal with and... keep it up. Well, tomorrow's a big day, so get ready. That goes for the both of you. Either I'm getting old or that girl was too much even for me. Look at all that money we made. You have no reminders or notifications or reminders. Happy New Year. May all of your wishes come true in a bountiful year filled with health and joy. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. Nothing. There's nothing. Well? Jack, I'm taking my break. I'm back. And thanks, Belle. I don't smoke, but I did have a snack. So can do all the smoking for us. I hope you didn't have any weird customers like the Virgilio while I was away. Indeed. I'm already going to lose my hand, so might as well not lose my lungs. Nah. Just like Jill. Well done. Keep up the good work. Now, let's get to business. It's the big day. Here's it. Well, let's see. Jill is in the back, getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. The only way to work on New Year's. Yes, if I want to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Jenny will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe that will cheer you up. Can I have a sugar rush, please? Maybe. I'll leave you to it bit, but keep your chin up. If you only get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Don't accept it, Jill. You'll lose your spine. I know the mechanical arm packs some punch. Gotta go? You can do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Val. Hey. You talk first. No, well, some days ago I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. What? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know, I never opened it. At least, not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. I was difficult to estimate. See, this expression of hers, I wasn't sure, was she determined or angry? Alright then. Sorry. Was that all? Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter, maybe in the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all those years, these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. And she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For a fight? For not talking all these years? I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I mean, all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time when she gave you chocolate labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. Oh, that's evil. And you were pissed about the lack of a tree. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table and she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it and you were all confused all day. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piece me up like this, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. Jill, I don't know in what condition Lenore was when she wrote that letter. But I wonder if that's all she was able to write. What if she was in so bad condition that all that she was managed to think, all that she could muster to write, was sorry? She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart. Yeah, well that certainly would do it. Of all the possible organs, it picked the heart. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes a new, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But heart is you can't really replace it that easily. But organs are different. This should make her susceptible to transplant rejections. Ah, yes. That's a real issue. If I remember my facts correctly, not only once you have an organ transplant, you will have to take suppression medication so your body doesn't destroy the organ. But they tend to have a lifespan of 7 years. And before the body manages to destroy the organ. So it certainly gives some extra time, but it's not a cure. Hence why I've been hoping that this artificial DNA stuff could possibly help us to avoid the transplant rejections. After all, the last thing I'd want is my hands being, rejected. How am I supposed to play games then? Not to mention, artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yeah, as far as I know, correct me if someone knows, but in reality there aren't artificial hearts. The closest thing that we have is a sleeve that will help in beating. But not a full artificial heart. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that she was 18 but kept it secret from everyone. Why? How if I know? I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? She am ashamed? What was it? Yeah, that sounds accurate. Because pigs have very similar, body type of us. It's weird. Seriously, pigs have a very similar, bodies to us. I believe it was hamsters that have very similar DNA to us. And fish had very similar skin to us. So much so that in 3rd-degree burns, they use fish scales as a skin replacement. So I wouldn't be surprised if pig hearts was an experiment, thought. What was it? Wait, how did she do it so normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots the heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. The doctor says she might have missed the shot, but the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. She lost her immunity. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. It could be as much as Joe leaving caused things worse. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone, except just dying in her sleep. Poor Cabby. She deserves a hug. Thinking about what gifts won't bring her back. Eh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just followed my fear at the very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? I didn't know just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. That's what you're saying. Bring up the Luigi board. We're summoning the dead. Lenore, are you with us? Give us a sign. Do you forgive me for my actions? I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Chill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone though, if she only... So, let's celebrate her like an achievement. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after I left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about the chest pains from time to time, but that actually also was way back before you left. So it wasn't our fault. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. God, she even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. Put the blame on Blitz City. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so... let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well... have you heard of the message board called Danger You? Yeah? I have, yeah. Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time. And the other day, I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Streaming Chan. Was that your doing? Are you mad? No, not mad, more like confounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because of your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer, and she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. But she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. But actually didn't think about that down the line because she mostly teased me with it. That suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such commitment. Especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to do her. I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her. And I was fine because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that a choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to drag my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was best for me, rather than freedom. My say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted to break from everything for a while. To put my ducks in order. To prove myself. Be careful about what to do next. I can understand. I sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you to fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchange blows or something. Give me a second. Extreme stress level succeeded. Rebooting. Please hold. are we? Well, thank you for the hip pets. Where are we? I forgot. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe it was the one who started the fight, getting all defenses about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her argument about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? I don't listen to her at the end, but I instead kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We're quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. Yes, you are. You were supposed to be a mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. Hey, but why did you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? The break included us too. Jill was afraid. No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was getting a glass and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for the fear of being scolded? My sister would have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't she do it? It's not quite the same. And in this perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I would never get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. Now, like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Okay? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. Same way she told you to stop wrapping things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Let's make something to toast Gabby with. My dilemma has struck again. Also, Belle, do I understand this correctly? Am I supposed to make 2 drinks? Am I even allowed to make a second drink? If it's not asked? Look, kids shouldn't have alcohol. But I've already done that once. What's the worst that would happen? When you get rock bottom, just keep digging. And yeah, it doesn't want to be having a second drink. Okay, here goes. Okay, when you hit that rock, there has to be something even better down there. Grab this for a sec. Trust me, I'm way deeper, Galactic. I know that. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from beyond right now. As I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to take commands at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore. I can at least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problems you and I had. Hey! Would you add anything? I always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I always miss you, Tris. Tris, you idiot! Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot! Idiot! Oh, Elvis told you everything, wasn't I enough? You idiot! Hey, Jill, promise you won't be like that knucklehead. But you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. I'll make you promise the same to me. And promise we won't fight. I can't do that, eh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later we'll clash on some of Gideon. What I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like adults we are. I'm not an adult. You are in a moment. I'm giving you an alcoholic drink. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I am. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be there for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare to leave my little sister alone. Chill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Or do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. There she goes. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol to be here and now. Right. But I think that the new sister could get beer once as a prank. Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered an apple soda. I put the bubblegum on the soles of her shoes in retaliation. She wasn't funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah. Did you know? No, you got my drink at that time. Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well... I did hide all the dildos at the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Also, the signal just went out. Is Anna coming? And as a follow-up, she used the same cucumber in a salad days later. That's quite the prank. Did you enjoy it, Jill? She said, so, do you like eating me for lunch? Did you, Jill? Did you? Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Clary's. Clary's, actually. Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Clary knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I'll be by. The streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough. At least spend the night and meet for. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he's got into partnership with a friend in the Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. Did he hire Mario? I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Light one for daddy! I think he had his bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old, or so. That's his sis was a girl. The acquaintance is a Toledo. He'd better be around whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as the too many things argument. One, Mom was always obsessed with the high society and her circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. The peer pressure got to her. To Mom, the peer of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did he react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. Haven't seen her since August, I think. Did she do fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I'd get there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore thanks to you. Jill, I'm a bit dizzy. Oh no, the alcohol's getting to her. Must be the alcohol. The what? I didn't say let's break the alcohol that blue, didn't I? Yeah, but don't worry, it'll pass in a bit. And let this be a warning of the dangers of taking things from strangers in the bars. First you feel dizzy, then you wake up in a bathroom full of ice. If you're trying to justify your action with a moral, you're digging yourself deeper. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party. Alma, over here. Party? A small dear celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. I think it's a bit late for that. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I could introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Elmo, come here. There's someone I'm gonna introduce you to. And that's Valhalla, apparently. Cannot skip. Maybe. I feel like I would have been unlocked at least one ending. Bell. What after this? Is there anything else after this? Or is it just straight up into the round? Meanwhile, having a more sip. Alright. Special thanks to you right there. Dad, family, friends. Also, I didn't notice he had a business cat. But in Game Maker Studio. I think Undertale was made in Game Maker as well. Did you have fun? I did. I certainly did. Yep, I also got to meet a cat gamer. Why did your boss hug you though? She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. You're right. Good night, Jill. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Yeah, apparently so. I arrived at a good time. Sunday, August 27th. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If I ever cross paths again, And now for something completely different. Get to the good ending. Chill, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something? Don't be so dramatic. But And you're taking care of my apartment. You will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and belts are. I already know. Then that control panel you made. But I like talking about the control panel and proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, chill, stop calling it Armitage. She'll take care of your floorball just fine. I'm not worried about him, I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do. He'll do just fine. He did pretty well for the last 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget, I left a box of condoms at the first drawer of the desk, Jill. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Now, just on one condition. If you're gonna fuck with rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my emotes there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. You know who? That means little sister. Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First up, Panama. Please come again, and thank you for playing. You can now say heart data. Loading the heart data for the title skill or a bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. Oh. Interesting. Have to keep that in mind. But apparently no endings for me. Oh look! Candies indeed! Title screen now. Yeah, I see this. Huh? Prologue and Anna. Should I play both of them? Alright, well, we still have 2.5 hours of this stream, so... Okay. Friday's December 9th. So prologue, 3 days. Good evening. Well, at least one of my employees showed up. Huh? What about you? You know about something about holes and pests and asked for a couple of days off? This is unusual then. Not quite. Also, I mean us, not Jill. Business will be that different through the weekend. We got booked. That's a new one. Who made the booking? The Sci-Fi Toy Company. They make toys for dogs. Oh, God. First of all, bar. Second of all, dogs. This is the prelude to the nightmare. It's their anniversary or something like that. We usually don't reserve the bar. Why do it this time? The clients are adorable. Excuse me? You'll see. Anything special I should know? They'll give you a ticket to trade in for any drink you want. Just do your usual thing. Fair enough. I'll be in my office. Call if you need me. Sure. Well then... Okay. Chat? What songs would you like? Gotta take this one. There was one that I really liked. This one. I'm curious about Camera Time Dream. Sure, out of orbit. Alter reality? Like City? Is this what I think it is? Yes. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'll have to take... Commencing simulation. All systems go. Umemata, what's this one? glass. Wait, huh? Where is the... I guess it's not unlocked here. Two more. Your avatar? Sure. And... I don't know. Star pierces the dark? Sure. And shuffle. Time to slick strings and change lives. Lord Temple Round. Excuse me, I haven't reached the temple. Hello? A dog. A talking dog. Are you with the Cypher Toy Company? Yeah. Did I arrive too early? No. The clients are adorable. Son of a bitch. Had reached the temple, right? Cut it right out. It's true like a nightmare of Jill. Here you go. Thanks. That's it. This is gonna be a long week, isn't it? Are you reader? Hey, is bronze extract here produced using organic roots? How the fuck should I know? I don't know that information. And I can talk to you about them. Data probably. Here, right now? No. But you should have that information on hand. Every PTC certified bar is no different from a fast food chain. We get the same supplies as everyone else. Ask PTC officials if you want to know. But we should... But we don't. But saying that we should over and over is not going to change reality. Give me something with lots of bronze extract then. Okay. I have a few ideas. Two. I have an idea, but let me see. 3. Gut Punch has 5. Mars Blast has 6. Piano Woman has 5. Suplex has 4. But Mars Blast is also double. Gut Punch isn't. Try this, Doggo. What the hell is this? Your order? This is what Johnson extract tastes like? Sorta, yeah. Well, fuck that, no, it's not worth the effort. No, it's not. Excuse me, hey, deal! Thank God, a person. Well, as much of a person as a designated driver can be. Oh no, you were sent as a designated... What I mean is, why are there so many dogs? Why dogs? Why? Well, the Gorgies created a site for a toy company and they've been doing a great job, so... Company run exclusively by dogs? Really? And again for that. Their only problem is that they have not so discreet preference for hiring Gorgies exclusively. Something tells me that the artist is just lazy. Why? Something about being more comfortable around their own kind? Are you with them? Well, I do prefer Gorgies, but... No, I mean, are you working with them? Yeah, well, I'm only here because the law requires at least one humanoid on the payroll. Does law really cover such scenarios? Also, it's interesting that it points humanoid, not a human. Or did it joke like this? Because it means I'm surrounded by corgis all day long. Just a minute driver rolls aside, it's the closest thing to heaven. Although, to be fair, I'm not much of a drinker anyway. I see, well, to each of their own. Are you gonna drink anything? Champ-aging non-alcoholic? Yeah. Did we intend to make a pun? A pun? Never mind. Lady Jane. There you go. Rex, you sure this is an alcoholic? Pretty sure. Okay. Listen, I need to know. Is it really going to be only corgis today? Is that all I'm going to do all night? Stare at the same kind of dog over and over? The vast majority of them are Pembroke Welsh corgis. There are a couple of Cardinal Welsh corgis, but the relationship between the two breeds is tad difficult, so the Cardinals weren't invited. So yeah, I guess you'll be serving the same kind of dogs all night. I mean, is there some other human I might talk to today? There's a woman on staff, but she couldn't come to get Teddy, right? Oh boy. Is that a problem somehow? It's not really a problem, it's a lot worse than this. Like, that time when the AA meetings came here, asking for non-alcoholic stuff only. But just think about the fact that I'm serving drinks to dogs. That at some point, all that shows in my life led to serving drinks to a group of talking dogs. It's one of those moments that makes you want to stop and rethink where your life is going. In great places, Jill. Do you perhaps not like this job? I do, I love every second of this job, but dogs! It's like a fashion designer starting realizing she's been designing edible underwear. I still don't see what your problem is with dogs, but I'm not going to force the subject. Well, I'm going to try entertaining myself for a bit. The stuff for playing cool is underneath the table. There are also darts in the box next to the jukebox. Right, thanks for the information. Go if you need another drink. Sure. Lady better. I'm feeling happy. So I'll get everyone around. Actually, it's a free bar. I want to let you spoil my mood. How about a French feeder? Now you're speaking my language. Hell yeah! This dog knows what's up. Here's a French fever for the greatest dugout. Here you go. Still an awesome day. Dragon fucker. Yo, what's an alpha male gonna do to get some service? What? What day is it? Are these all just recolored dogs? Beer, and quickly. Coming right up. I see the budget went downhill. This is almost as bad as the beard of that one dude from the fuck was the game's thing? Corpse Factory? There you go. There, you're a slow piece of shit. Well, fuck you too. Hey boss, what was the opposite of deja vu again? Jamais vu. Huh. I didn't think that was a word for it. you having premonition? Something like that. That dog felt uncommonly familiar. Are you bored? Not really. I was playing with the darts, Bagel. Thought about playing pool, but all the other clients are dumb challenged. Sorry if this sounds weird. Why was the dark box so dusty? You're the first person in the year or so I've been here that has actually played with darts. I think even my boss forgot they existed. By the way, how are the dogs as clients? We've had worse. Have you had someone come in and gnaw chairs to pieces? Yes, she was testing out her new mechanical teeth. She got banned from entering any PTC bar after that. With anecdotes like those, you'd be thinking serving dogs would feel totally normal. You'd be wrong, because even then, they were talking about humans. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd served a dog or two in my time, but they usually come in with someone. And they never talk. Now that I think about it, are these drinks bad for the dogs? Now you worry about that? But no, they aren't. Only cappuccino monkeys are at risk if they drink those chemicals. Anyway, do you want anything to drink? Surprise me, but keep it non-alcoholic. Right, because he's designated driver. I'm just making more bleeding James for him. Here you go. Thank you. This might sound weird to ask, but they talk through their colors, right? That's right. How do it work? It's not too hard, really. They're just translators. They read the dog's brains and turn their thoughts into words. Do keep in mind that today's dog breeds have more cognitive capacity than their ancestors. If you put the translator on dogs from a decade ago, they wouldn't work like they do now. Yeah, I read something about that once. Another question, why do they wear those small tuxedos? It's a kid for PR. You don't say. Well, it'll be a bit before we go for today. Any questions today? Yes. Why the fuck do these dogs want to get drunk? And I see humans do it and they think it might be fun. Just like teens then. Now, if you excuse me. Satan's helper. What can I say? Serve you? No. Ah, so you're the guy from Streamer Chance Chat? Excuse me? Moon. A moon blast? Moon. A big moon blast? Moon. Alright then. The dog was a big moon blast. Holy shit, I can double it. All the rocks. Blanket. There you go, big moon blast. Here. Moon. What's gonna get moon at that moon? Pesky purple. I really take a say. Least day. English, please. A credit spike? Sure. You understand, you, ma'am? How was it get to? Gonna get absolutely hammered. Underappreciated drink is a drink nobody asked for. Anyway, actually, shouldn't give me alcohol. I'm feeling dizzy. Maybe I just drunk up the mood of the place. Yeah, that might be it. You want anything else? No, sure, why not? What do you want? I'm not thinking, give me anything. Anything, he said. Now I can give him alcohol. I'm digging another bleeding chain. Something tells me it's gonna get drugged anyway. There you go. Thanks. So, what exactly do you do? Sorry if it's rude to ask. I guess I am what people call an office boy. My duties usually involve looking for things, answering few calls, that sort of stuff. But this being a dog-friend company, there are a lot more responsibilities, like getting stuff off the shelves and opening windows. At least they pay well. I see. And how did you end up in that position? Where did you get that offer? My neighbors owned one of the dogs. He told me they needed figures. They are celebrating the company's anniversary, right? Yeah, 5 years ago, 3 corgis became dissatisfied with the quality of existing dog toys. So they founded this company. They got the money from their owners, if I remember correctly. I can see that happening somehow. The STC is the second biggest dog toy company in the world. Fun fact, it started as a site for toy development. Ain't that unfortunate? Hello, Dorothy! The bar's favorite sweetheart has arrived. Why are you quiet? I'm waiting for the audience cheers to stop. This isn't a sitcom. Honey, how innocent. Excuse me, I'm the lovely Dorothy Hayes, at your Wait! John Lula. Not at your service, then. Right, because Dorothy has the, what was it? At least 40% human? And don't be rude to other clients. She's kind of a regular here. Kind of? I've been coming here religiously for the past 3 months now. 3 months. I come here to see your charming face, and you say this is kind of a regular? For shame, honey. For shame. I'm sorry, I guess. Nothing a free drink once, so? Want to? Huh? You're playing hard to get? Even if I wanted to give you a free drink for a bit for the whole weekend. Don't you think you should at least put a sign out front or something? Hey, I only found it myself just a few minutes ago. You can have one of my tickets if you're okay with it. I see, no problem. Yeah, you're so sweet. If you're at least 40% organic, I would give you a discount. Discount? You don't need to know. So, look, this guy? The Sci-Fi Toy Company. What do they do? They create dog toys. How lovely. It's also run by dogs. Oh, didn't check like that. You think I'd kid something about something like that? You mean that if I turn around, I'd see dogs? Yes, Dorothy. Yes. Yeah, didn't you see them when you came in? I just heard you without looking anywhere else but the bar. You look troubled. I'm not too much of a dog but person. You even charge extra if client wanted doggy style. Wow. Doggy? You don't need to know. I'm gonna take this ticket and trade it in next Monday. I'm leaving right now. Ticket would have been expired by then, though. She looks like the kind of girl that will hold you to your promise regardless. Isn't that obvious? Well, I have to gather the cabs outside. Keep it up, bartender. Good night. Yeah, you too. Good night. Come again. Alright, sirs, tonight's over. You have channels you need to return to. All done? Yeah. Boss, I do end up being booked by dogs. I know some dogs myself. Huh. And you told me we're booked for the whole weekend, right? That's right. Please bear with it. We're doing our part after all. Yeah. We're gonna go for today. Bye. Take care. Yeah, and there's no safe spot there, so I'm having my break right now because I gotta pee. Second follow-up day. Good evening. Day 2 of serving dogs. Are you ready? No. Cheer up. No. That attitude would make things easier for yourself. Serving dogs won't ease things either. Have you heard anything from Joe? Nope. But he should be having fun wherever he is. Also, did you know we had darts? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Why didn't tell me? Because that's the kind of stuff you should just assume. A target board usually comes with a set of darts. Do you like darts, boss? Not particularly, but now I owe an apology to someone. Huh? Anyway, call me if you need anything. There. Well then. We'll keep with the current set. Wait. Yeah, it does. It does shuffle. Just poorly. Time to drink. Time to drink, mix, and change lives. Sorry. Time to drink, mixes, and life changes. Oh, hey. Have a big beer, please. Hello, Betty. I got a human. Sure, coming right up. Time to drink, mix, and life change. Yes, exactly. There you go. Thank you. May I ask what you do for these dogs, Miss, Beatrice? But everyone calls me Betty. And why do you need to know that? If you've been stuck with dogs all day, you'd also be curious when a human walks in. Fair enough. I'm your veterinarian. For all your clients? Yeah, companies should vet. I mean, I have my own office, but it's in their building. So you're Betty the vet. Oh, damn it. Sorry, not in the mood for puns. Like now? Are you going to say Betty to Betty? The pun is still a rhyme though. Keep it in mind. Anything else I might need to avoid bringing up you besides the puns? Enhancements. But that's hard to shove into the conversation in the first place. Noted. What do you have against enhancements anyway? They're natural. You can survey the idea of human evolution. Well, there's a certain wall that humans can't cross without enhancements. It's not like having something replaced will automatically make you an expert at things. If anything, getting an enhancement will set you back until you get used to it. Yeah, which just makes things too easy on paper. Anyone with money can replace their body parts and call it a day. But you have a point. Skill doesn't ship with enhancements. At least not yet. Sorry for the outburst. I have my story with enhancements. Now, I don't mind. It's way more entertaining than serving drinks to talking dogs. Sorry. Speaking of which, that's my job right now. Do you want another drink? I'm fine for now. Call me if you need anything. Sure. One second. Hey, have you seen a red dot? Seen a red dot? I've seen many things in my life, but a red dot? Not today, no. Do you have any red drinks? Red drinks? Yeah. The drink might know something. Right. A red drink. A bleeding cane comes to my mind first. Blue light is brown. Blue fairy is most likely blue. countries is enough to make your face red like an actual planet. So Mars Blast and Bleeding Chain are currently a choice. Maggie Blast technically too. Okay, time to experiment. We'll start with, Mars Blast. Actually, no, Bleeding Chain. Oh. Well, that is red. Allow me to double it then. This is as red as it gets. Here. Thanks. Okay, Punk, hear me out. You're gonna tell me where the drink dots went or I'll drink you. I'm not bluffing. I'll drink you up. Bangkok bastards. Damn, those damn Pomeranians. Think they can just come and take our jobs. Excuse me? They've been getting some serious media attention because the company only hires corgis. Must be a slow news stage. But you know what I say? It's good that I don't hire anyone else. We don't need more races ruining our workplace. The next thing you know, they'll be asking us to hire cats. Wouldn't other races bring new skills to the company? Shut up! What do you know? Now give me a bad touch. Alright, the bad touch for the dog. On the rocks. Next. Here you go. Racist dogs. What are the odds? Wait, if I can't tell the difference between them, does that make me a racist too? Would it matter if you're racist against racists? Look, there's a difference between racism and ignorance. Stars. Bartender, please stop dosing up. I need booze. Sorry, what can I get you? Oh, and a Zen Star. An interesting choice. On the rocks, next. Here you go. Thank you. Something on your mind? Well, it's on the job description, kind of. Alright then, so you mentioned something about talking dogs. I thought people throughout the ages have always dreamed about talking to animals. Never mind the fact we could always understand their body language. Now that we understand them, what we find out? They're just very adorable little office workers. Actually, scratch that. I'm yet to meet a furry office worker with half the charisma of these little guys. You met enough furry office workers? I've seen my share of the world, bartender. Sounds like you're tired. It's squeeze and tick season. I am tired. So you're a tick. Don't you dare. Ticked off. Well, this whole free bar thing is nice though, I guess. It would have been nicer if we actually had time to get properly ready. What do you mean? I found about the cooking yesterday as I was getting ready. The client asked something special. Was there something I needed to know about them? My boss didn't specify anything. All she did said it was maintenance like any other day. It was a screw up on our end, sorry. They were desperately looking for a place to celebrate. I was actually surprised to find out that they got a place. Why all of a sudden plans? Did they forget their anniversary or something? We thought a place, but the Cardigans were the ones that hired it. Then some stupid argument arose and the Guardians decided to do what to have any pen crew Pembrokes at their party. I swear to God, these dogs are like annoying little suburban kids. So what are these cardigans I keep hearing about? Oh, just another kind of corgi, except with a different fur color and slightly different attitude. Oh, this is so silly. I'm seeing dogs play with cats, dogs play with other dogs, and dogs mating with dogs twice their size. Again, we can create horrible abomination like chiding. Well, that's what happens when you have dogs mimicking their owners. I mean, that's the reason they're in the bar in the first place. But I guess the media focus on Pembrokes probably didn't help. Well, if you excuse me, I have dogs too. Yeah. Oh yeah, do your job, don't mind me. Tortilla Pope. Hey buddy. Hello. Who's a good boy? Okay, first of all, did these dogs name themselves? Cause these are terrible names. These are like the names I'd come up with. You? I am? Whoa, thanks buddy. What can I serve you? Well, a big sunshine cloud would be nice. Okay. Good choice, dog. Good choice. On the rocks, blended. Here you go. Aw, it's your cutie. Little bit okay, cool. Wah. Courage. You know what I hate, man? What do you hate, dog? Cabbages, man. They're like lettuces that decided to go to gym. They think they're a big deal because their leaves are harder. Guess what? I don't like them. Calm down, dog. Do you want anything? But cabbages do not exist. I meant to drink. Oh, how the big grizzly temple. I can do that. This mud was a big grizzly temple. All blended. Here you go. Chill out for a bit, dog. Thanks, man. Bartender? Yeah. Do you have anything sweet? Well, we're talking about drinks, right? Are you hitting on me? If that's how you want to see it. Let me see what I can get you. And make it big. Do you like him big, Miss Betty? It's not the size, but how you sell it. Gourmet food exists for that sole reason. Wise words. Yeah, but once you get into the taste of the big stuff, well, then it doesn't matter. Because I assure you, if I'm given a tiny and a ugly look and big ugly looking burger, if the ugly looking burger tastes good, I'm picking that. I am purely talking about food, I assure you. Maybe I should eat the burger I just bought today. So we're out of my favorite burger. Anyway, sweet drink. Sugar rushy this. Don't get any funny ideas. Here. Thanks. You know, I'm curious. What's the weirdest cards you've ever gotten? I wouldn't be able to tell you. There are many kinds of weird. Pick the first time what comes to mind. Well, there was this one guy that spent 30 minutes arguing with himself before ordering. It's not that weird. He came in wearing a velociraptor mask and wouldn't stop leaving. In that coming Moonlight Sonata afterwards? Oh yeah, that's weird. This is a mechanized tip. Speaking of anecdotes, can I ask you what's your story with the enhancements? Why the interest? Because it seems like a personal thing. It doesn't sound like it's a question of ethics. And honestly, I'm really bored. Hey, sure, I can entertain you a bit. Back when I was a college freshman, some friends of mine decided to get their hands enhanced. It was around the time we all started practicing surgery. They just wanted to bypass all the practice needed. And so they hired a shady character who would supposedly hook them up. I can see this is already going horribly. When you're getting your limbs replaced, get the best one you can get. I only talked one of them out of it. And the others went off with the guy and got their hands chopped off. Did I go to those stories that ends badly, I'm guessing? Yeah, ordeals are the word shady surgical procedure. 2 lost their hands, one was left with arthritic mess, and last one died on the operation table. So yeah, I'm not too fond of enhancements. Especially if they're taking an effort to avoid effort. This culture has become better automatically with enhancements really gets on my nerves. I do understand. I feel, and this is like how I treat people in Rimworld. You get enhancements if you lose something. For example, if you lose your eye, then sure, plop it in a bionic eye. Lose your arm? Yes, here, have a bionic arm. But just to chop off a fresh working limb for no reason? That's madness. The closest thing of enhancement I would allow is popping and shipping to you. So you can look like, yes, low blood sugar. Imagine you just look at your wrist and you see all of your fats like you're playing The Sims. That story sounds so familiar. Did the shady guy have bleached mustache and tattooed black eyebrows? He also talked using electrolinks. Have you've seen him? No, but I read the news about the police catching someone who was performing illegal surgeries. Maybe I'd meet someone affected by him. It's a small world, isn't it? Well, I guess you gotta check on the dogs to see if they're fine. Sure, I'll keep serving them booze. Thanks for sharing that story. Yeah. Hey man, have you ever felt like time is moving too fast? Accident. Yes. Tonight, I feel my head's not moving by fast enough. Lucky you. Well, they say that if time feels like it's going by too fast, you're having a good time. Or you're absolutely massive. Here's a fun fact that I heard. Apparently, larger creatures perceive time faster and smaller creatures perceive time slower. It's not that significant in case of like cats and humans. But imagine like an elephant and an ant. The difference is incredible. What can I serve you? Have it a bad touch. Sorry, cutting that up. The dog was a bad touch. I'd give him a bad touch, alright? There you go. I get some out there. You'll be alright. Thanks. Dog 5. Bartender. Huh? 1 martini, please. Sure. I need a martini. All age and mixed. Yeah. Excuse me. The beer mat's dirty. Sorry, I'll change it. Nah, I really like that. I don't really drink the martini anyway. Hey, bartender. Bartender. Car vendor. Are you drunk? Your job has a funny name. You don't say. You're a cute bard enter. I swear I could just eat you up. Please don't. When did you get drunk? I've been a little dizzy for a while now, but it just probably kicked in. Also, some of the dogs invited me over for a drink. Except I'm not drunk. Can you give me a small brandy? I will definitely pay you money. But you don't have to pay me. Oh, will you really buy me that drink? You're so lovely. Yeah, let's leave it at that. A small brandy? How barbaric. There you go. Yeah. Shucks, this is more than I thought. You're in no position to drink anything more than a dimple full. Maybe you're right. Hey, what made you become a veterinarian? I love animals. They're so cute, so funny, so huggable. I want to keep them happy, that's why I became a veterinarian. It's not always easy. But the knowledge that I'd help these cute, cuddly, squishy animals let me sleep like a baby at night. Lovely. Speaking of love, have you ever been in love? Dirty? Haven't we all been in love at some point in our lives? Why? I don't advise that you look like a nice person. Sure. Thanks. Actually, it's about someone who is really focused on his job, so I figured you'd understand. Like, deal? I see. Still, what do you need to know? How do you get the attention of someone like that? Of someone that's hyper-focused on something he disregards everything else. Take an interest in whatever he's obsessed with is a good start. But there's really no science to it. This make him feel loved and special, just like he would do with anyone else. You sure he's like really obsessed? All you need to be is as obsessed as him. If he's decent member of society, yeah, I see no problem with that. I hope you're right. Fresh off the breakup, and I seriously need a hug. Oh yeah. How do I fix the fact it's a guy? Beg your pardon? I'm not into guys, but this here's a guy. What do I do? Right, the deserved dog, sorry. Have you considered that you might be bi? No need, we're leaving. Already? Don't worry, we'll come back tomorrow. Right. Thank God. I mean God. God. Dog, damn it. Done for today, I'm guessing? Yeah. You might want to get some insecticide or something to make sure we're not full of fleas. What does the health inspector think of this stunt? The health inspector is too afraid to come to this part of the city, so I assume he's fine with it. Right. Say, boss. Thanks. Really? Weird. So I'll call it a day here. Thank you for your hard work. Sunday, December 11th. Good evening. You look bad, boss. Starting tomorrow, there will be no more corkies in that bar. Why wouldn't I be sad? Maybe because starting tomorrow, there will be no more corkies at the bar. I wonder if Shita Appreciation Society might be interested in booking us. So that's why. One problem at a time, boss. Wait, I know someone from the Pomeranian Development Institute. One problem at a time. Still, you've been tense ever since Friday. Are you worried about Jill or something? Trust me, of all my worries, Jill is the least of them. Put on some music and enjoy the day, won't you? Right. Time to mix drinks and change lines. Bartender, we meet again. Oh, Miss Betty. Hello. And Mr. Corgi Lover. Call me Deal. Deal? 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 What that satisfied look up your faces, you two? What can I say, you two, eh? The Deal? I'm not in designated driver today, so free swimmer. Deal! Alright, coming right up. Okay, let's start with the beer. Add the second slot. There's the bridge fever. All aged and mixed. There you go. Thanks. Thank you. You seem distracted. Has serving so many dogs finally gotten to you? No, well, yeah, but it's not that. My boss has been acting weird since Friday. Weird how? Romantic weird? Track-addict weird? Let's hope nobody finds the body in their fridge weird? For starters, to the fact she only told me more but moments before we opened it. Plus she seems completely distracted or lost in her thoughts. Like you. Worse. Oh. She's not being herself. But that makes me wonder if something's going on. Like what? Do you run a human trafficking ring in the basement? No, we don't have a license for that. Oh, well. Thinking about it too much is not part of my job. Can I ask you something about your job? Sure. I've always been curious. What does the BTC need in their bartenders? What do you need to study? They train you from scratch, so you don't have to study anything beforehand. What does the training involve? It's a lot of etiquette and regulation work. Most of the time, though, it's actually spent in simulations. Simulations? Different scenarios involving different chemical hazards, that sort of thing. They want you to be able to respond to every possible situation that might come involving our ingredients. I mean, the chances for failure are really slim, but it's better to not take those chances. I see. I'll be back with you guys in a bit. I must attend to the other clients. Dogs. That. Oh, sure. Mr. Puff. They're chasing me, man. Who? The cabbages, man. The goddamn cabbages. They're everywhere. They're out for my rump. Never mind. Can I get you anything to calm down? A big blue fairy would be nice. Okay then. This dog wants a big blue fairy. It's a decent drink. All aged and mixed. There you go. Thanks, very nice of you. Drink birthday. Something the matter? Nothing a drink can't solve. Not sure about that, but it's hard to my job to beat sobriety. What do you want? Give me a gut punch. Okay. Fleabag wants a gut punch. Again, not a bad choice of a drink. And I added 1 flavoring ingredients. All aged and mixed. There you go. Thanks. Hey, you ever felt guilty for being born the wrong race? The what, Will? I've just been hearing so much about being racist. I'm wondering, are you racist? Not really. Do you feel like other cultures might be? Definitely, I mean, then why? It's not like they're calling you racist. You shouldn't take generalizations personally. You might be right. Man, you should see the cutie I saw yesterday on the way home. She looked like a cat boomer. She was wearing a mini dress and had this prosthetic eye. I think I know this cat. I thought you were against people using prosthetics. I'm not against cute, though. Besides, I'm not against prosthetics. I'm only against enhancements. I don't see a difference between the two. Alright, let me put it this way. If you lost an arm and replaced it with a mechanical arm that does exactly what the older one did, I'm okay with it. But if you lost your arm and replaced with a gun-loaded super arm from hell, that's something I'm not okay with. I'm so fine with the Suzuki gun from hell. Even worse if you decide to replace your arm because of fashion or a whim, or to get better at some sport. That is where I draw the line. That's completely not cool. And that's the difference between prosthetic and enhancement. Replacement versus enhancement. I'm of a similar opinion about women replacing the factory parts for chicks. That's a fair point. If you think that's going to be an easy way of getting better at something, you're in for a bad surprise. I can see why you think that, but what suggests that what she had wasn't an enhancement? Or hear me out. You first train onto something with your normal hands. Then, you're given an option to enhance. For making your arms get worn out, time to have a replacement. If you had a bad eyesight, wouldn't that count as an enhancement, even if it fixes it? How does reparative work factor into your ideologies? They might be enhancement, but they also replace something faulty. Well, good point, deal. Derek, stop making sense, you piece of scrap. You're weakening my resolve. Having fun? Go, bartender! That was fast. There seem to be less dogs out today. At least dogs that want a drink. Yeah, some of them ate their tickets. Lovely. I'll be the one to deal with that later. Say, what's your take on the whole enhancement discussion, bartender? My mom had a saying, anyone can make a chandelier out of their asses. Which somehow means your body, your choices. What a weird saying. They're not hurting anyone, I don't see a point in hating them. That is a fair point. See, Daddy? Hey, I didn't say I automatically hate them. Hate anyone who has an enhancement. Being against something isn't the same as being against someone. Imagine meeting Jamie. I'm not some 20-year-old blindly hating someone because of something like that. Maybe you should practice what you preach. What does that mean? I hear retaliation, so I'm not saying another word. You two gotta order anything? I'm fine right now. She's drinking mine, actually. Alright, call if you need anything else. Sure. Let's see. Ow! So much for avoiding retaliation. Poop eater, you're not gonna believe me. I was in the bathroom and this other dog was looking at me from the top of the sink. You mean the mirror? No, another dog. I see, what can I serve you? Not gonna do anything about that other dog at the top of the sink. I'm sure he doesn't want to hurt anybody, don't worry. I hope you're right. Well, I want something really sweet. Really sweet for a dog. That would be a sugar rush. Thanks. Please take it up the thing with the other dog on the top of the sink. I will, don't worry. Well then, that was quick. Like I said, too many dogs today. But I heard someone cooked for us for 3 days. I expected more than 10 then. While you were gone, this fella said that the bleeding chain is better than a pile driver. Heresy! Please, prove him wrong. All I'm saying that I don't see the food in drinks that make me feel more like a chick in the mouth than a beverage. What do you think, bartender? Do you think there's any point discussing non-alcoholic drinks in a bar? French fever or get out. In my opinion, people who order a bad touch always makes me giggle like an idiot, though. Nah, it's not an opinion, that's a statement. And well, please serve as either pile drivers or bleeding chains. We'll let you decide which one is better. Coming right up. You idiot, though. Well, obviously pile drivers. The correct answer would be making one of each. I messed up something. J. Bronson's? Jack. There was no powdered Delta. Must be getting tired. There we go. There you go. 2 pile drivers. Jackpot. Oh well. How do you end up discussing that? Well, it's sad, but I told this guy I wasn't crazy about the idea of working just for corgis. Why don't you like corgis? They're cute and fluffy and funny and they just, like, make you smile. Tell me one interesting thing about them. Legends say they were created by the fairy after their breed was raised by dragons. I believe it. No, you have to be kidding. No, actually I heard that one too. Really? Still, I can't see why you're so tired of them. Dunno, maybe because I only ever deal with them at their worst. I've always seen them in their happy state. I'm the one running PC samples and unclogging their sphincters if they eat their own dental floss. Unclogging their sphincters is quite the medical term. I might be a veterinarian, but they treat me more like a mom, and not in a good way. It's like being gynecologist. After a while, you stop seeing boobs and vaginas. Instead, all you see are issues you must fix. At least they're cute issues. Depends, a gynecologist can't pick plans by age or preference. Indeed. I was talking about your job. Oh, yeah, that too. Still, I don't think it's so much I'm tired of them as is I'm tired of you being so obsessed with them. Not obsessed, I'm passionate. You sleep with Corgi plushie and have a well-dedicated photos you've taken at the company. I'm really passionate. Too much passion can become an issue, you know? Speaking of issues, did you talk with the directors about the whole cardigan conflict? I was going to do that tomorrow when they're all together. But I still don't see why I should be the one doing it. For starters, they don't take me too seriously. Understandable, I don't take you seriously either. I mean, in the end, they're so dogs, they need someone with a strong, commanding voice. And you say you have a naggy voice? No. You have a powerful voice. No, not your voice, it's your entire demeanor. So I'm a naggy demeanor? Assuming you two are talking about the whole race conflict. Yeah, this is hurting them more than they think. The company might actually collapse at this rate. Which is terrible because a couple of these dogs' families are dependent on their paychecks. Doesn't it count as unethical and unusual treatment of animals? It's a bit of legal gray area. The dogs are doing it willingly after all. And if they weren't doing it willingly, the dogs aren't actually being mistreated or exploited. In fact, the company's being relaxed. Speak of relax, how's Jurgen doing? He's fine. Still complaining about his back. Still online to take his medicine. He says he's not that weak. Who's this Jurgen guy? My guardian. I passed the test years ago, but I couldn't leave him. That's actually commonplace, isn't it? Why are they able to leave their guardians because they feel too much like family? Now to be fair, people get attached to many things. Some even get obsessed in inanimate objects. My grandpa loves his car more than any of his sons. Whose will left always Earth to possesses the car, right? Yep, that one. How did they get a Willem's guardian? You fill a form at the Artificial Intelligence Council. Then they do a background check. If they deem you useful, they'll give you authorization. You give it a week's notice before they give you all the data about the Willemere be taken care of. You have to watch over it until it can pass 3 different personality tests. If the Willem wants to stay with you after that, that's your problem. I like that. I kinda like that. Can I sign up for that? So it's like adoption and the lottery all rolled into one. To do that to diversify the possible outcomes. True, we can't get the same model, but they grow differently depending on their guardians. What if something happens to the guardian? A new guardian can appeal to the council, stating they're more fit to the position than the original. This happens when a guardian has become unavailable in some way, or because you can back up claims of neglect or maltreatment. You spit out all the information like a hard-coded in it. I worked in that department for some time before coming to STC. It's almost a reflex. Are you interested in becoming a guardian, bartender? Yes. I don't know, I'm just a nerd when it comes to AIs in general. I kinda want to. It sounds like a having a child life. The money they give you for it is not that great, though. You can do it on the side. I see. Well, time to check on the dogs. Money shredder. Listen here, punk. Sorry, I didn't mean to pull your punk. It's just... I was chasing my tail and now I'm too hyper to control myself. Sorry. Just give me anything. Alright? I'm only gonna take to give him something sweet. I was going to give him a fringe waiver, but now that you suggested something sweet... This is good, very good. No, see, I can see the value of other dog races. Like Pomeranians, those are nice. They aren't cookies. Well, yeah, I can understand that. I mean, remember that cute girl from yesterday I mentioned earlier? Yeah? The white knight that was with her? He wasn't half bad either. I mean, it was obvious half the sheer muscle was hidden under her armor. But the more delicate looking girls, though. You can appreciate how something looks, but doesn't mean it's necessarily your thing. Yeah, I'm not into muscles, but I'm still impressed by it. And you, bartender? Me, what? Which dog races you prefer? It's not the question I was expecting. Not much for dog person, actually. Do you have a pet? A cat named 4, yeah. This is a stray I rescued. Do you like rescuing girls too? I'm sure I should make you a bloody retort right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. Chill is that I can fix her person. Weird. I always thought that rescue fantasy was universal. I call it 4. The 4 is a Willem I met some time ago that... never mind. To remind you... It was a Willem who was afraid to die. They didn't go into their digital heaven and properly died. Pretty lame name, if you ask me. Rather than calling it ass hat. I get 20 on 4 plates. Quite the sight. You could say it's foreplay. It's so lively. Sometimes I feel 4 presents my shadows my presence entirely. You guys want to lose consciousness that much? You're willing to calm down with the whole pun-hating stuff, Betty? But move away from this whole foreground. What is this rescue fantasy you mentioned before? Hell, the one where wayward, dangerous souls redeem themselves through the power of love. The bad boys who turns away a life of crime. The rocket girl who lived on the streets and turned tricks until she found a gift man worth changing for. Yeah, I can fix her mentality. It's quoted from a Romance Clichés 101. Well, you're the one with the shelf full of old lady robots novel. I'll trust you on this. Hey, Friday the 13th is a national treasure. You don't even like guys. Where do you read all those novels? But you put yourself in the place of the main character quite easily. Even if the said main character is a muscular man? I see no problem. Just, what is your self-image? I gotta ask something else. What is it? Why do you hate puns so much? Many people cringe at puns, you know? Yeah, but you react like you have vendetta against them. And it may feel stupid. What? When I was a kid, everyone in my house had a penchant for making puns at the drop of the hat. I was the only one who couldn't get them. Years later, I finally got them and they weren't that funny. They made me feel stupid. All the name of some terrible joke that it wasn't even funny in the first place. I've said it so many times, I might as well make it a recording, but you need to chill out, Betty. I am chilling out. Just because I complain about stuff doesn't mean I am not relaxed. I'm not sure that's how it works. Trust me. but I'm tense and angry, you know it. I fear the dog. Anyway, I'll go check on the dogs. I'm supposed to be their doctor, and they're being suspiciously quiet. Be careful. You want anything else? I'll have a blue light, actually. That too, please. Sure. Okay. It's not a bad drink. Just unnecessarily brown. There you go. Next. Say, you two seem to get along quite well. Well, when you're the only sentient humanoids in the entire company, it kinda happens. Sentient? We have a couple of test mannequins and cardboard cutouts, so... I see. There seems to be more to it than just that, though. I mean, even if you two are the only ones of your kind, you can still hate each other. Well, I guess I'm one of the few that can't stand Betty. She's a really nice person, but she doesn't sugarcoat things. She's abrasive. Okay, here's a personal lore about me. I cannot deal with abrasive people. I met one abrasive person in my life specifically, and every conversation with her ended up with me crying. I'm not good with people like that. Thank you for the haircuts. Now. In fact, that's something that I also sometimes struggle. While I am a schadenfreude, a person who might say listen to people's issues, when they get very heated and angry, it makes me difficult not to take it personally, even if I had nothing to do with it. You might encounter that eventually in the games. She becomes so patient and understanding, even if it's only for a little while. The dogs will call her mom to mock her. Can dogs mock people? I don't know. Even if it's only a little while. You are eavesdropping? So you can say nice things once in a while. It seems like I'm an aggressive one here. It's nice hearing people say good things about you once in a while, you know? You should take your own advice. Because other times, I'm not a hot box. Anything happen? A dog in the bathroom got angry at his reflection in the mirror and charged into it. Ah, I know the one. Luckily, nothing bad happened, it just made the dog very confused. How the hell did they get to the top of the sink? They're surprisingly agile, even with those stubby little legs. Yeah, I ordered you this. Yeah, thanks. By the way, Betty, how's Veronica? We broke up last month. What? Well, things were not going well. We got too used to one another. Everything was starting to become routine. We decided to break up before things got bitter. You're one of those people. And why didn't you tell me that before? Why? Did you want your turn at the Betty Mobile? Sorry. I don't know, I guess I just didn't want to trouble you. And after a while, it stopped feeling like there was something relevant to say. Listen to it again. Try trusting me. Yeah, you're right. You know what bothers me? The fact that asking after someone's help always feels like you're walking on a full floor full of glass shards. There's always this chance the other person is not okay or even dead. And what started as a legitimately fun moment can feel sour. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for not trusting you, you piece of scrap. Don't worry, I understand why you did it. Hey, now that I think about it, you sure hang out with us a lot, bartender? Well, dogs can only be so interesting, and besides, there haven't been as many dogs today. Slight presence unwanted? Not at all, especially since you're the one bringing the bees. You're like those cab drivers who like to channel all the way. But you smell better than most of them. Thank you. But funny thing is that we are unofficially associated with a local taxi line. They're the ones that sent drunkards to their homes. You seem really like talking to airlines, like it's the best part of your job or something. It kinda is. I used to sit around in crowded places like malls and bars and think to myself, each and every person here has a story. It's a humbling experience. Everyone has dreams, fears, and loved ones. If you dig deep enough, you'll realize that the gap between two random people isn't as big as you think it is. In fact, it's quite small. And in this job, you get to hear all kinds of stories. Some people just blurt it all out, while some do it at track. To know that no matter how similar they might seem at first glance, no two people are alike. It's fascinating. And you could be a powerful information program with all that knowledge. Nah, not interested. I like to see myself more as a friendly ear rather than someone you need to be wary of. I guess there's still the decent folk out there. I'm not decent. You're critically obsessed with God. I'll go check if there are any other dogs who want something. Sure. Go ahead. Rough bucket. Quick, a deer. Want something, anything else in a hurry? He did say beer though. Can you listen? There it goes. Thanks. Now, do. Why did you break the glass? I need breakfast. Oh, break fast. Get it? Because you make the drink fast, and I broke it and... Go. Tough crowd. Finally, I understand the hate for puns. Hey, I'm bad renter. Yeah? Your job has a funny day. Move. You don't say. How is she already trying? She drank way less than she did last night. Yeah, but she drank a bottle before coming here. Why? I wish I knew. It's an example of her alcohol tolerance, too. Brad, enter. I want to make a toast for my good friend, the robot here. Probably the only person, robot, thing that can stand my yapping for more than half an hour. Without him, my job would be 5 times more boring and my life 2 times more meaningless. Cheers. You're not holding a drink. Then give me one, then trader. Is that your job? I need a beer, a big one. I just made a fucking beer. Alright, cheers. I guess it's cheers. 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 Good. Crampy when sober and sweetheart when drunk. It seems like she's been like this since her university years. You make it sound like those were a decade ago. I can't understand like the taste of alcohol, but what's so good about getting drunk? First of all, I'm not drunk. You're too happy. I'm a happy person. When drunk. Anyway, it's something you just can't explain. You just like it, your body needs it, craves it, that's called an addiction. That's called being an alcoholic, yeah. I prefer the term alcohol enthusiast, wine taster, a connoisseur. Anyway, humans actively look for things to make them feel lightheaded. Why else would they leave some poison and potentially poisonous food like weird balloon fish things? Why don't they eat spicy food or drink fermented milk? Seriously, how crazy does someone need to say, hey, let's eat this and see what happens? Worse yet, they even found a medicine among all that junk. The one that invented penicillin was probably the worst of them all. If Betty doesn't tell you, she was doing an experiment. Something to do with bread. It got moldy, and it turns out penicillin. Fair enough. But see, that's proof that you're drunk. If you were sober, you would just say, hell if I know. Silly robot. Now that I think about what kind of robot are you? Lilum. Lilum might sound too feminine. Okay then, what manner of piece of scrap are you? Did I know? Never cared, but I'm curious. Oh well, you will remember it tomorrow. I'm a DPO1P, a social development robot. Is that my PFC-72? No. DFC-72s are designed to be physically human as possible in order to blend with humans better. My line is more tailored for resilience. They are curriculum. Why must you be cursed to only one destiny from the moment you're born? You can do whatever you want, silly robot. Follow your dream. Hey, just because he's being made for a work robot doesn't mean he has to be a work robot. I know, I'm already doing it. Being rated or hardwired for one duty only means you're more adept at certain things. Giving robots freedom of choice? That's the whole purpose of the ADN law. Yeah, but you say you're resilient, but you don't look the part. True, I never upgraded my muscles. They can stand up to 200 degrees Celsius without breaking a sweat. If you wonder how much that is twice the amount of temperature of a boiling water. Venom can sweat? Cooling agents, yes. How matter you're so special to me no matter what kind of robot you are? Lilum. No matter what piece of shit you are. Speaking of special, how come it isn't legal to marry a dog yet? Excuse me, what? It shouldn't be allowed to marry robots. Lilum? I meant Lilum. Please remember, robots are considered a slur for them. Haha. They should be able to marry dogs too, especially due to, me understanding them now. Surrender. That's me, I think. This guy here wants to bang a dog. Mock him. Excuse me? I do not. I was just saying that if humans are allowed to marry women, why shouldn't they be able to marry animals? So the question here is, if you're allowed to fuck a robot, why can't you fuck a dog? Who is much more sentient than our current dogs. I'm not going to argue on this. Jill? I'll leave it to you. Because first of all, they're not humanoids. Fair enough. That mean you wouldn't fuck a Roomba. What about monkeys then? And now you have been a monkey? I do not. And second of all, dogs, just like many other animals, can't give you consent. But look at these dogs. I suppose it's just a translation device. It doesn't actually make them smarter. There's still ways to go with the dogs. Sure, they have cognitive abilities of a 7-year-old, but they can't talk, drink, booze, and argue. Here now. Deal? They have cognitive abilities of a 7-year-old. 7-year-old cannot consent properly. And there's the line, deal? So now you wanna buy a 7-year-old? We have a regular here who would be delighted to hear that. Dorothy burst out to the door. I look like 7-year-old. But if a mental age of, what was it, like 20? 30? Stop it! Remember, Lilum human marriages were only sanctioned after Lilum achieved full sentience. This does make sense. So before, you gotta marry a dog, deal? Wait that they become fully sentient. And even then, they use marriage as a way to involve the collective source. Besides, dogs don't really love us that way. Trying to apply human ideas like marriage to a dog is like trying to feed vegetables to a carnivore, you get me? Says the vegetarian. We're only smart when drunk. I'm not drunk. But anyways, if you want to screw a dog or a chick, go ahead. Just don't bring marriage or infants into the whole deal. But even start thinking about doing a horizontal mambo with the 7-year-old, please seek some mental help. That is right. You heard that. If you start thinking about doing a horizontal mambo with a 7-year-old, please seek some mental help. And I mean actual 7-year-old. But I don't want to bang dogs or monkeys or 7-year-olds. Well, thank God. Then why did you suddenly start talking about dog-human marriage? It's just, I was thinking about all those dogs in tuxedos and then I started picturing a dog with a bridal dress. I mean, just try and picture that. And I'm the drunk one. Wait, I'm not drunk, why did I say that? Then again, when you get drunk, you only get dizzy. Do you have a limit? As in, a limit how much you can drink before passing out? No, I just get disoriented to the point I'm effectively useless, but I never pass out. Maybe if I passed out, I would have to deal with all this shit that follows. I always have to wait at least 24 hours for the effect to pass. One has to wonder why they gave us all these human flaws to a lullaby. I read something about that. It said that by giving women the same kind of weight that as humans have, they'll develop the same way humans do. So that's why they also bite their lips randomly when eating. Seems like it, but it makes me wonder, exactly how anatomically correct are you? That's something I know and you don't. Huh. Any of you want anything else to drink? Yeah, I want nothing. You're drunk enough as it is. You're not my dad. You can't tell me what I can do and can't do. Because Albert, stop drinking right now. Yes, Mom. Now go sleep in the car. We're almost done here. But Mom, go. Bye, bad nerder. Honest, Betty, it actually went. I didn't know she wouldn't remember anything tomorrow. I'd be afraid of retaliation. But I'm curious, why do you call her Miss Betty? It makes her sound like a teacher or something. Etiquette? I don't know. There's also something about her that makes it feel right to call her that. Maybe it's the forehead? I see. Well, I gotta get things ready. If you excuse me, good luck. Hey! Well, I've been blubbering. You're closing? Damn it! Well, everyone's safe to the cab. But take care of me, bartender. Thank you for providing such a great service on such short notice. That's my job. Were you interesting too? Sorry, you were interesting too? Well, thank you. I'll make sure to tell all our associates about the wonders of this place. Thank you, and please come again. We sure will. Send my regards to Miss Betty. Gladly. See you later then. Bye. Hold on. Yep. Seems like we got some new regulars. Yeah, it'd be nice if they came back. Or that we're still here when they want to come back? Been acting weird all weekend, boss. Are you okay? I am, but the bar is not. Jimmy? Well, I guess you have the right to know. The BBC sent a message on Friday about how it been bringing in much income these last few months, which means that we are at risk of being wiped off the map. And that's that part. Now let me check something. Okay, Anna is the demo part. So, I'm gonna have one more break, then we'll play Anna part, and then we should be done. And Bells, well, I won't be starting a new playthrough for a while because we're running out of summertime. Yeah, I will be getting more hydration. I would like you to post a guide so I can take a look at it. I like intro and reading guides and wikis. Anyway, I'll be right back before I undrug myself. Back? Let's find out what's the deal with Anna. I've been curious. Monday, December 12th. I'd buy that for $1. Yes, it's a slow night. At least I'm not serving dogs. Normally this would be where a dog shows up like cheap punchline. I guess not. Speaking of dogs, I wonder where the hell's Jill? Pat, wasn't this right after the dog incident? Like that one Monday? Or Sunday? Whatever? Yeah. This is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this is a Monday. Before the actual game starts. But before the prologue. Bored? What? Sorry, did that wake you up? I wasn't asleep, my eyes were open. You went to college, right? And not having your eyes open means nothing. Don't worry, I won't blame you. It's been a really long time since I had such a slow night. In fact, I think the last time we had nights this slow was before you started working here. Really? Yeah, it happened when Robert was still working here. My first employee, the poor idiot bought a levitation potion and threw himself off a building. Oh. As it turns out, the potion actually worked. Oh. Come again? He started rising in the air and couldn't stop. They later found his body smeared across the nose of a commercial flight that was on its way to Tanzania. But anyway, did you really dismiss it that so easily? Not a levitation potion. It matched the things Dorothy could do. We didn't have a single client that night. Not giving them off so asking for directions. But then suddenly a kid shows up. He was obviously enraged, but I was bored, so I decided to let him order something. I gave him one of the Cabotain free drinks. And I was letting him order, I was about to give alcohol to an underage boy. And then, when the time came him to pay his tab, he realized he didn't have enough money. He then yanked his shirt over his head, started screaming as a ghost, and tried to escape. So I kicked him so hard he flew out of the bar, and told him Joe shouldn't feel pain. Boss, did you really kick an underage kid? Of course not. I just gave him a warning and made him wash a couple of dishes. The fact that he even thought that for a moment, that I would kick a young innocent child, hurts me to no end, you know. Anyway, just give it up. Someone will show up sooner or later. And that kid was Jillian. I sure hope so. Hold on, come think of it. And Jill's checks made out to Robert. No. Well, at least the story killed a couple of minutes. I had to go, I don't know, sort the glasses here or something. We got a fedora-shaped glass. Anybody here? Sorry, I'll get my... Ouch! Are you okay? I'm fine, yeah. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get You, something wrong? Are you sure you're old enough to drink? Well, seeing I'm not old enough to eat solid food, I'm gonna guess drinking won't be a problem. That's not what I meant. Yeah, I'm old enough to drink. Turned 21 not too long ago, actually. Still don't believe me? What do you need to kill you? I must be sleep deprived or something. What's this deja vu feeling though? It's fine, don't worry. What can I get you? I feel like I'm having a sugar rush. She looks a bit too young though. I'm not gonna say no to a sugar rush. Here you go. Thanks. Yep, this is the stuff. I could have been lying to my teeth. I could be an underage liar. So the alcoholic drinks to underage kids. Been there, done that. How would that make you feel? Meh? I don't believe in the myth that kids don't drink alcohol. I mean, 60-year-olds that drink a lot more than I do. I mean, you're allowed to drink alcohol at the age of 12 in Germany at restaurants if you're accompanied by a parent. Limiting the alcohol they can get is necessary, but if you make it look like a forbidden pleasure, they'll find a way to do it. Or you will only make them crave it more. Hell, but if you give kids alcohol, they start swaying off of it earlier. So you're fine with giving drinks to underage kids? No, but if that were to happen, I wouldn't get my panties in a bunch. Wouldn't you get punished for doing that? You'd have to admit publicly that you ordered alcohol first, and that would bring you a different array of problems. Oh. She's down here looking to get me in trouble? No, I just wanted a reaction out of you. You're taking it all too calmly. Why? I don't know, your face makes me want to kiss you. I suddenly feel like I'm back in high school. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Please show me your ID. Sure. Damn. Efficient. It was your birthday not too long ago. Seems everything's in order, Miss Anna. Graham? Hannah Graham, where have I heard that name before? Go ahead. Just trying to make a joke I haven't heard yet. I'll politely refuse. No, I'm serious, go ahead. People think it's too easy, so they never make jokes about my name. I'm so going to politely refuse. You're no fun. So, what's your name, Miss Bartender? My name? So my name? I have the right to know yours. Fair enough, I'm Jill. Jill what? Just Jill. Yeah, but what's your full name? Just call me Jill. Fine, I'll just put in Jill. It's the way it's saying your name is actually Johanna Ignacio Lauren Cologne. Fancy? Actually, I'll shoot it to Jill. So that's where it comes from. Whatever floats your boat. Say, Jill, this place looks awfully desolate. Jill, she says. It's been a slow day. Really slow day. I'm actually glad she showed up. I was growing bored as hell. I mean, it's not like we're always busting with activity, but this is unusual even for here. So I think if this isn't a popular place, then we have our regulars, but we're not like a bars at the main street. Still, I like this place. It's comfy and, I don't know, it makes me feel safe. Weird. I mean, I feel that way too, but this place usually gives off the opposite impression. Can't blame them though. This isn't exactly the best part of the city. That's a shame. I really like how isolated this place feels. You can't hear the sounds of the city here, it's nice. Then again, you could say I have some experience with isolated places, so it might just be nostalgia. Nostalgia, huh? Speaking of coming in here, now that I think about it, you didn't ask for my ID when I first came in. Why didn't you do it if you were so suspicious? Well, firstly, I was bored. Figures. And second, I felt like you were of legal age. Hell. We've had a lot of kids come here thinking they could get away with ordering a drink. They're too nervous or jumpy. I don't usually give drinks to kids like that. They don't know what they're dealing with. What if they're not like that but still underage? If they at least look like they're above legal age, I would be a bit late with myself, I guess. I won't give them anything if I know they're still kids, but hey, I'm bound to be fooled sometimes. So I'm guessing I wasn't jumpy? Yup. I see. Hey Jill, now that I know I can drink legally, can I get another one? What do you want? Give me something sweet. Sweet? Heh. Well, turns out it's another sugar rush. Oh, thanks. One sweet drink. Thanks. You know, if all drinks were like this, I'd be afraid of turning into an alcoholic. Please don't joke about that. How can you say that? You're a bartender. A bartender doesn't want her clients to become alcoholics, even if it would be a good business model. Just like how personal trainers don't want their trainers to turn into steroid junkies. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Still, this one's really nice. Hey Jill, do you drink? I suppose, yeah. It'd be weird for a bartender not to drink, you know. I don't know, I met dentists with bad teeth. Bartenders who don't drink totally would make sense. That's silly. It'd be like a vegan ship running a barbecue restaurant. You'd think? Yeah, I mean, it's not a matter of whether you can eat or drink whatever it is that you're making. It's more like, why do it if you don't like it? Huh. Yeah, I guess that's true. A dentist might have bad teeth, but he could still like working in dentistry. Why bother bartending if you don't like alcohol? See? Something wrong? I just noticed you haven't said my name yet. I haven't what? Aside from when you read my ID out loud, you haven't said my name. Meanwhile, I've called you out like gazillion times now. The wrong name, though. Well, I haven't had the need to say your name. Come on, humor me, say my name. Why? Say my name, say my name, say my name! Anna. You're goddamn right. One more time. Anna. Yes, now one more time. Anna. It happened again. Maybe I need glasses? Does that feeling again? Did I see someone glitch out in the past? Oh, come on. Why did you want me to say your name? I like hearing people call me by name. It feels personal and fussy. Yeah, but asking people say your name like that is a bit quirky? Creepy. I don't know about that. There was a certain someone who would wake me up in the morning saying my name. Your name is important. Once you know someone's name, the gap between that person and you disappears. Once you give names to things, you start seeing them as important members of the family. So what if it's creepy? It's still nice. But calling me Joe and use my name then? Say Anna, can I ask you something? You call me by my name, so sure. About your arm. What about it? Oh yeah, unlucky one. Did it say the word creepy reminding of its absence? I couldn't tell that you were missing an arm. Actually, I've been wanting to ask about it since you came in. Please be uncomfortable for a second. I'm trying to get a rise out of you. Jeez. So what is it? How did I lose it? It's not too personal. It isn't. I'm actually proud of the tale. Why? You look at a proud survivor of an nanomachine rejection. Huh? Really? I thought that was something doctors detected while a fetus is still in the womb. Yes and no. There's actually two types of nanomachine rejection syndrome. The first one is the most common. They usually detected while you're still in a fetus. That's when they turn you into a cat boomer. The other one can sometimes appear in your teenage years. It's incredibly rare, but it's still possible. Like Lenore. So that arm, Nanomachine rejection basically causes your body to attack itself. Pieces start ripping apart, your organs malfunction. I was lucky. At the end, all I lost was an arm and a handful of toes. Get it? A handful because I lost 5? Anyway, I have a prosthetic arm that's in the maintenance right now. I see. It's a bit weird to be without it. I still feel like it's there. Just a couple of hours ago, I tried to grab something and I just stood there. Thinking that arm was doing something. But anyways, mind getting me another drink? I can keep talking about my stump after that. Missing a limb is absolutely horrifying thought for me. Right. What do you want? Let's try something classy. It's weird being in a bar not asking for a fancy drink. French Weaver. O-H and Big. Yeah, Kel. This looks expensive, alright? I'm starting to have second thoughts about it right now. Just drink it. I sort of feel dizzy. That's nice. It is? Of course, I spent so much time in hospitals and whatnot. But now I'm just living my life, you know. How it feels? The good and the bad. No more being forced to sit quietly in a quarantine room. Yeah, I can get that. Wait, quarantine? Type 2 nanomachine rejection patients are put in special chambers free from the nanomachine particles in the air. Right. I believe Jamie mentioned about that. That prevents them from being assimilated and aggravating their whole situation. To be fair, not all the members of that chamber are bad. I mean, I did spend 3-4 years in one of those places. Really? That long? Well, I didn't go for the genetic level treatment, so it was longer, and a lot less expensive. I'm not going to complain though, I'm alive thanks to all that. And I'm left with so many fun memories too. So that's what you make with the whole feeling nostalgic and isolated places thing. Yep. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine, just dizzy. Hey Jill, if I ordered 2 drinks, would you be willing to share one with me? Come again? To be honest, talking about the treatment and all that made me feel a bit lonely. Sure, it's not something you can do, but I had to ask. It's not something I normally do, but what the hell, sure. Really? Yay! Alright then, I want a piano man and a piano woman. That sounds familiar. Alright, next. And a piano woman. Well, 8 and next. Here you go. Which one do you want? Do you prefer the man or the woman? I'm fine with either, really. Okay, I'll pick the woman then. Cheers! Alright, this is getting weird. I said cheers! Oh, cheers! Yeah! Are you okay? Yeah, I guess I'm fine. I'm just dizzy and fat. Fat? Miss Lynette. Lynette? Who? She and I were the only patients with the nanomachine rejection syndrome in the hospital. We were together every day. When it was time to eat, she was there. During visiting hours, she was there. Whenever I slept, whenever I cried, whenever I napped, she was always there. When I lost my arm, she told me I could have hers as compensation, that I could use it however I wanted. What happened to her? Tokyo flu. Something went wrong with her immune system and the flu started kicking in. They tried to rush part of her treatment to reduce the symptoms, but it only made the nanomachines go wild. They eventually got their brain and... I see. Sorry to hear that. The worst part is that if they left her as she's been, I might have been able to spend the next year or so with her. But all that work only got her killed sooner. I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye. She just vanished. That's tough. I miss her every day, you know. I say I want to forget her, but the truth is that I just want this pain to go away. It's been 2 years and I still feel the pain. Every second is just a second without her. It can get so lonely. Sorry, am I making you uncomfortable, Drew? You're not, don't worry. Still, sorry about that, we had so many plans about what we'd do after we left. We're so close to being together without the pesky nanomachine rejection, and it's not fair, you know. Why do I get to be here while she doesn't? I try to enjoy life as much as I can, enjoy it for the both of us, but it doesn't seem enough. What do you think? What do I think? Well, I think about my grandpa. Your grandpa? He was a harsh guy, really sincere, but not the one to mess with platitudes. It's not like he had a lot of enemies, but many people were cautious around him. But once he died, I never heard a single bad comment about him. Not even from those who used to badmouth him every now and then. Really? Well, the best thing about death is that after you die, all the wrongs you have ever committed feel meaningless. It really makes you think about how petty some things can be. Yeah, on second thought, that doesn't have much with what you said, does it? What I'm trying to say is, don't try so hard. Just limp, you know? Be great when you have that chance. I know you're feeling what you're feeling right now, but you'll get better. Eventually, all you'll remember is the happy moments. I hope so. Sounds like you and your grandpa were close. He was my best friend. Losing him was quite the blow. Do you have any regrets in regards to him? I guess not. I mean, it's not like I had a dramatic goodbye or anything like that. He died in the hospital bed while I was at home. I don't know. I never had a heated discussion with him, so I don't have that problem. Sure, there's always a bit of I wish I could have told him this. But that's bound to happen, regardless of who you're talking about. Did you leave Lynette after a fight or something? No, of course not. Then you're luckier than most people. Hell, what I mean is, whenever you feel depressed, remember that she left you alive while both of you were on good terms. Whenever you feel down, just try to hold on to that. Yeah, I can try that. That cheered me up a bit somehow. Thanks. Anytime. I should be leaving soon. Thanks for such a lovely night, Joe. If you feel lonely again, just come back. I will. Well, that was entertaining diversion. Boss, what happened? I came to ask you that. Eh? You just spent an hour talking to yourself. No, I didn't. There was a girl called Anna here. There was nobody here. I was actually coming to tell you we're gonna close for tonight, and there you were, chatting with the thin air. I started to talk too. That can't be. She paid for our drinks. The register says the money came from your account. But all the drinks I served her. You made a liquid that someone who is definitely going to be me has to clean up the floors? But Jill, you're worrying me. Are you okay? The last thing I need is another employee who talks to herself. I'm fine, Are you sure there wasn't anyone else here? I haven't checked the security cameras. You were here by yourself this whole while. Maybe you're tired. You probably were just sleep-talking really intensely or something. Yeah, maybe. Come on, I'll drive you home. Maybe you just need a rest. Yeah. What in the hell just happened? Yeah, what in the hell just happened? Belle? What the hell is Anna? Who the hell's Becky? Something tells me I'm gonna find this out later. Alright. I guess I'm gonna learn it later. But that's it. Alright, well, that's it for today. Next Monday, I'm not sure what I'm gonna play. I have nothing planned. On Wednesday and Thursday, it will be continuing Rimworld and Darkest Dungeon. Because the issue is that next Monday is our last Monday stream. And I'm not sure if I'm ready to start a new game. So I have to think of something. Anyway. Yeah. Thank you for the 100 bits, pal. I certainly enjoyed the game. I do have to admit that this playthrough wasn't completely blind. I have watched Cat play it, but it's been so many years that I remember none of the solutions. I only remembered some snippets. Like, Julian fucking. Some reason that stuck to me. And, of course, I do not enjoy self-censoring. If there's something that shouldn't have been said, then they wouldn't have put it into the game. I will speak out my mind, I will speak out the dialogue. The only exception is certain words that I'm not allowed to speak. Specifically the N-word and the F-word. But besides that, it's not just Twitch policy, it's those two are so heavily frowned upon. I mean, the C word, the cunt isn't actually allowed. For example, YouTube will absolutely demonetize you for using that. But I don't see an issue with that. It's not a slur. Heck, as long as the word retarded isn't pointed towards anyone, I don't see an issue with that either. So, that will cause trouble with some people, but I don't see an issue with that as long as it doesn't. By the way, about the Twitch policy, the N-word actually does break TOS. You're right on that. Using the N-word, even if you're, black, will be considered, hate speech. Anyway, enough about that. We had a great journey here. We had a lot of fun, and I'm curious to see the other endings and other stuff. But I want to focus on Rimworld to the Darkest Dungeon for a while. And whenever either of them ends, I probably will return to this game. But that'll be for a while. So, don't expect this anytime soon, but it will come. If only I had more time. Again, if I could, I would do this full time. But unfortunately, this doesn't pay my bills yet. Though, thank you for you chat members, including Bal, who gifted 100 bits. It does keep me at 0. Meaning, I can keep producing content without the fear of running out of money. Well, without the fear this will be draining me. So, I can't believe I didn't get any endings. Except the good one. Still, I'll see you all on Wednesday, when we're playing more Rimworld. The excitement. So, hopefully we don't get somebody killed there.